Hi everybody! Happy Friday! Yay, we've made it to Friday. Can you believe we are already at the end of March? It has flown by. Summer is going to be here before we know it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Facebook Friday. Our theme this week is the piece of cake stamp set. Here it is with a coordinating punch. I've had so much fun playing with this. Hi Vicki, hi Nancy, Gina. Thank you for joining me today. So I have 3 new projects to show you with the piece of cake stamp set. I told y'all on Tuesday that it was back in stock and then out of stock again, but there is a huge shipment coming in just a couple of weeks, so we can still order it. That's the good news, and it won't be on back order for very long, just a couple of weeks. There are over 6,000 units coming to the warehouse, so I think we're safe. I think we'll get them. This punch, I don't know for sure about the stamp set, but I know the punch is carrying over into the new catalog. So they order more, I think, when they know that it'll be in the new inventory. So there's plenty in the warehouse. Okay, thank you so much. I already see Debbie and Kathy saying they shared the video. You guys, I appreciate that. I'm going to find you on my iPad. You guys, do you see the mess behind me? Well, it's not really a mess. All those baskets back there. I am in the middle of packing the Geared Up Garage class. So if you ordered that, it's getting ready to go. I've printed the labels. I just got to sort and put everything in the little bags. So in case you notice it looks a little crazy back there, it is a little crazy. So that's what I'll be doing after I'm done with you guys. And then we have a tween sleepover. You guys pray for me tonight, please. Actually, it's only a couple of girls. It ended up being not very many. So in there, my middle daughter's room is on the other side of the house as our room. So hopefully it won't be too bad. The last time we did a sleepover, it was my little daughter, and her bedroom is right above ours. And oh my gosh, it was a nightmare. I'm not fond of sleepovers, nor am I fond of middle schoolers. I love my daughter dearly, but middle school's not my favorite. So you guys pray for me this afternoon, okay? This evening. So that's what I'll be getting ready for as soon as we're done. We're going to get started pretty quickly today. If you've never joined me for Facebook Friday, I do 3 projects, usually based around the same product. And I have a host code connected with this Facebook Live. And if you use that host code by Monday at midnight, you'll get today's make and takes for free in the mail. I ship them always the following Wednesday. I close it on Monday at midnight. Well, I don't close it, but that's the cutoff date, the cutoff time. Tuesday morning I get up, I write down everybody's name who used the host code or who placed an order between those times, and I cut that many projects, make and take projects, on Tuesday morning, pack them, get them ready to ship, and they ship on Wednesday. Here's last week's, the cat. So if you ordered last week in conjunction with Facebook Friday, your cat projects were mailed out on Wednesday. Hopefully they will be to you within a week, hopefully. Also, over on my blog right now, pinkbuckaroo.com, you will find today's projects. They're already up, and they have a PDF that looks like this with all 3 projects. It has all the products that I use as well as the measurements. There's quite a few measurements today, so those are there if you want to recreate these projects. I always give away prizes for sharing the video and for going over to my blog and scrolling to the bottom of today's post and entering on the giveaway widget over there. So this week's prizes, let's see what they are. I have 2 of them, itty bitty birthdays, and these Happiness Blooms enamel dots. I love these, and they have been on back order. We can't keep them on the shelves. They are really popular. So if you would like to have an itty bitty birthday stamp set and a pack of enamel dots, share the video and go over to my blog, pinkbuckaroo.com, and enter your information. I will choose a winner next Friday. Last week's winners, I was giving away Here Comes the Sun, which is a host set. You can only get it from hosting a workshop or spending over $150 at one time. You guys know when I say host rewards, that's the little percentage that you get for free if you host a workshop and you collect orders. but it also means any order over $150 gets host rewards. That's what we used to call them. Now they're called Stampin' Rewards. And it starts at $150. So if you're putting in a big order and you hit that $150 mark, you're going to start getting that little button that says claim rewards, which is always exciting. And one of the things you can claim are the host exclusive sets. And I have 2 of them. Here comes the sun. And the first one, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name, Anne. Yeah, Sizelski. Anne, I don't believe I have your mailing address. So Anne, please message me. And Patty Joe, Patty, message me. I don't have yours either. 2 new winners. Ladies, congratulations. I will get these in the mail as soon as I hear from you. You have 2 weeks to claim them. And then on Tuesday, I said I would give away the Sweetest Thing bundle, one of my most favorite things, the framelits and the stamp set. And Joyce, this one's going to you. And I believe, Joyce, you have a class kit over here. And if that is the case, I will throw these in there for you. If not, I have your address. Thank you guys. That helps when you share the video. And I hopefully you enjoy getting a free stamp set. So if you would share and enter over on my blog, you'll be entered to win next week. Okay, so you guys, I have said it probably no less than 100 times over the last 3 months. It's Sale-a-bration, and it's ending on Sunday. Sunday's the last day. Don't try to take advantage of Sale-a-bration on Monday at 12:30 a.m. Nope. You actually have, I believe it's 11:50 Mountain Time on Sunday night. We're getting down to talking about the time, the minutes on how the deadline, the cutoff for all of these amazing deals that you get during Sale-a-bration. You know that we have free stuff. We have a little catalog. I have it right here. I just pulled it out, of course, and I don't know where I set it down. Story of my life. But we also have additional things right now. We're going to use 2 of these things today on our projects. That Petal Promenade paper that we used on Tuesday, that's so beautiful. We're using it again. And then the Scattered Sequins Dynamic Textured Impressions folder. So if you have all the stamp sets, or you got everything you wanted from the first catalog, maybe the second release, you got the things from there too. Now you have the third release. The pizza boxes are my favorite. I love the pizza boxes. So if you haven't gotten the pizza boxes yet, you can get those for free. Stock up on your paper. And if you want to put one more order in to take advantage of the Sale-a-bration items, think about your cardstock. What cardstock do you need? What re-inkers for your ink pads do you need? Putting in orders for your staples, your basics, is a good thing to do right at the end of Sale-a-bration, so you can get one more free item. Remember, it's a minimum $50, okay, before tax and shipping. And then you get to choose your freebie. Hi, ladies. I see you all scrolling through saying hi, and I am trying to stay focused on what I'm saying. Otherwise, I will go off on a tangent like I just did. Also, that means Sunday at 11:50 p.m. is the end of the amazing starter kit deal, right? $175 in product for just $99. It's the best time of the year to buy the starter kit. The starter kit's always a good deal. You know that. Whenever you get free stuff, it's a good deal. But right now, if you buy it before Sunday at 11:50 Mountain Time, you will get $75 in free product and free shipping. Free shipping always seems to seal the deal. Free shipping, we love free shipping, right? In the age of Amazon Prime, nobody wants to pay shipping. On your starter kit, you get free shipping. Also, I mentioned to you guys on Tuesday that Stampin' Up! Just announced this storage by Stampin' Up! If you want a little more detail on this, go back and watch my video on Tuesday. But it's a brand new product that is going to help us organize and store our products, our ink pads, our Stampin' Blends, our markers, and it is not going to be available until Monday. Okay, Sale-a-bration is over. It'll be available April 1st. And this is kind of, in my mind, a great reason if you haven't yet bought that starter kit and you want to take advantage of that 20% discount that you get as soon as you get your demo ID number, which is relatively quickly. They usually process those within the same day. Then on Monday or Tuesday or whenever next week, you can order all of this at 20% off, because all demonstrators who buy the starter kit get 20% off minimum. Just telling you how to save money, guys. It's a great way to save money. We have added, at last count, it was about 102 people to my team, the Sweet Stampede. I don't know if you can see my shirt today. I'm wearing my Sweet Stampede shirt. We've added 102 amazing people to our team, which is phenomenal. Just really exciting. So anyways, don't let celebration pass you by. I've reminded you 100 times, so none of you are allowed to message me and say, oh, I missed the deadline, because I've reminded you, okay? Last but not least, before we get stamping, remember this tutorial bundle. You get it free with any $50 order from me, okay? It has 12 step-by-step tutorials in it. And as I'm saying that, I'm thinking I need to email this out this week. I haven't done it. So I'm going to set it over here by my computer and do that this afternoon. You get it free with a $50 order. I email them about once a week. You also get them free if you're on my team. If you buy that starter kit, you get them free every month from me. So, you know, what's not to love about the starter kit? Okay, I think we're ready to stamp. I cleared my spot. Let's see. I'm going to turn you guys around. And you know what? I was watching for questions. I didn't see any, but I did see Donna say she got envelopes and white cardstock on an order to get a free celebration item. That's brilliant because we all need envelopes and white cardstock, right? I just ran out of envelopes. I'm going to flip you guys around, so if you don't like that, close your eyes. So I'm preparing this class to go, my Garage Gears class, and I was short on envelopes. It's been ready to sort into individual packets since Wednesday, but I ran out of white envelopes. So I had to order white envelopes, and they just came just a little while ago. So I hate when I run out of envelopes. There's nothing more frustrating than running out of, well, that's probably a bold statement. There are a lot of things frustrating, but when you're trying to prep for a class and you run out of envelopes, that's how I pack each card kit in an envelope. It's really frustrating. Okay, let's see. We need to pull this down and see if we are centered. Suddenly I'm not seeing comments. Hold on. I don't like feeling like I'm just talking to myself. Okay, how do we look? That looks good, nice and straight. Okay, awesome. So here are our projects today. And it just so happens that I started making little birthday projects the week of my daughter's little sleepover. So that's kind of what I was creating in mind. Hence all the pink. But remember, you know, you could change the colors up to anything really. And this paper, when we get there, it has a lot of orange in it. So you could even change it to oranges if you wanted to be less pink. Okay, well, let's get started. And I have to give you guys fair warning. I always try to record clean versions of these videos and put them over on YouTube so that if you want to just watch one individual project, you don't have to try to scroll through my whole hour of Facebook Live. Today was a total disaster. All 3 videos were disasters. So if you go watch those, please watch them with grace for me because I was totally off my game today and those videos were not great. So hopefully this is better than those videos. And I just saw somebody asking me, what does the starter kit come with? Helga, that's a great question. And I totally should have said that right off the bat. So it's anything. You have $175. And it's basically an empty cart. And you just can fill it with whatever you want from either the occasions catalog, the annual catalog, or even the clearance rack. So if you're just doing this to get a discount, then fill it with anything you want. Anything that you want. If you're going to do it, say maybe you want to hold some classes, well, fill your starter kit with the stamps and paper and ink you would need to hold your first class. So really, it's anything. There's not one thing in that starter kit except for catalogs. I believe you get a paper pumpkin kit also for free. Those are the only things maybe like sitting in your box per se. You fill that starter kit with anything else that you want. All right, does that answer that question? Let's see. Somebody else asked something. Oh, Gina was thinking the same thing. Yeah, anything. Those of you who are watching on here who have bought this starter kit, I'm sure you would help me out here and chime in telling people what you got in your starter kit. It has been 10 years since I bought my starter kit. So unfortunately, I have no recollection of what I put in my starter kit. And back then I remember it was more prescribed. Like they would say, you can have 3 ink pads. Here's our suggestions, or you could change them. But it was different, you know. It was more of like a rigid, I guess. But now, anything you want. Okay, I'm going to stop talking so we can get stamping. So we are making this first card, and it's a little over the top, and I'm using the drippy cake. I call it the drippy cake. It's got that icing that's kind of dripping down, and we're going to emboss it with white embossing powder. And if you'll notice, I put 3 tiers on this cake, and the stamp, here's the stamp, only has 2 tiers. So I'm going to show you how I did that. And if you go watch my clean recording, I totally just missed that, and I forgot to do the 3rd tier. So like I said, some days just are off, you know. All right, so this is shimmer white cardstock. I rubbed it with my embossing buddy. This is a little bag of powder that helps reduce any kind of static clinging that may be on your paper, that's going to hold that embossing powder in places we don't want it to. Then I stamped it in Versamark, and I'm just going to sprinkle some white embossing powder on both of them. Okay. And I keep my embossing powder here in this little container that I got at TJ Maxx. I know somebody always asks every time, and every time I say, I have no idea. You know, it was on the shelf at TJ Maxx. And so who knows if you could find it there again or not. But any kind of little Tupperware container, not Tupperware, but you know, the little cheap Tupperwares that you get at the dollar store or Walmart or wherever. All right, so I'm going to hit it with my heat tool. It's going to take about 15 or 20 seconds to heat up. And once it hits the right temperature, you'll see the embossing powder turn shiny. Let's see, Bernice says she got dies and a stamp set and some paper. Oh, Bonnie said I would order the Big Shot. You know, my friend Belinda, who's been on my team for a while now, she and I were teachers together a long time ago. She's still a teacher. That's what she wanted. That's why she got the starter kit. She wanted the Big Shot so badly, and that's how she did it. She got to get the Big Shot, and then she had, you know, the big, I don't know, there was some money left over for her to add in one more thing, but she couldn't wait to get the Big Shot. And I think that's a great way to get it too. All right, let's, did I take, yeah, here they are. Let's color in these cakes. I am using powder pink ink, and I'm just gonna put some there on my clear block. By the way, powder pink is a retiring in color. The new annual catalog, this is an aqua painter. I'm gonna talk while I do this. I'm going to take this, you guys, and I'm going to paint the cake, not the icing, okay? And the embossed lines there on the icing is going to keep the ink from going where I don't want it. It's kind of a barrier. Now, what I was saying about this ink is that it's a retiring color. And I always have to stop and think, the 2017 to 2019 in colors, which include powder pink, Tranquil Tide, Berry Burst, Lemon Lime Twist, and Fresh Fig. That's the other one. Those are all retiring. And so when the retired list comes out, of course, everything that's in those colors will be on it because they will not be in the new catalog. That includes the paper, the cardstock, the ink, the re-inkers, you know, the markers, all of that. So if you have, let's say you have a powder pink ink pad, but you don't have a re-inker, you know, a little bottle to add ink into your ink pad when it runs dry, you need to get one before that retirement list even comes out, because those in April, everybody knows those are the things that they start ordering because we know for sure that those are going to go away. All right, so see, there it is right there. I've colored just the top tier there. You'll see why in a little while, okay? Bottom tier, top tier. And I'm going to set this aside just to let it dry for a few minutes. Actually, yeah, I think we can close that. All right, let's make the frame that goes around our cake. It actually goes behind our cake. See how there's that vellum piece that kind of softens that and really makes your eye go right to that cake. it's not too busy. So we're going to make a frame using our layering circle framelits. And you want to get, it depends on how thick you want your frame. I got the two that are right next to each other. And you can do them at the same time sometimes. We're going to try it. Sometimes they're too close and the little cutting edge doesn't cut. But let's see. Let's see how I did. Oh, yeah, did pretty good. See, and it's going to make that little ring right there. Now we want the vellum piece to be the same size as the large circle so that we can adhere that ring on top of it. So let's cut that out. Vellum is another good staple that you might want to add to that last order right before celebration is over. Vellum is good for it. We're going to use vellum twice today, actually. All right, now here is one of those celebration items I told you we were going to use, and I thought I had gotten my other platform out, and of course now it's totally hidden. It doesn't want to be seen. So hold please while I look for it. The Scattered Sequins Embossing Folder. Well, that's so strange. Oh, here it is. Sitting all the way over here. The Scattered Sequins Embossing Folder is in the regular catalog, but right now it's a freebie that you can get during celebration. Oh, and you know what? I think I might need to trim this paper down. We'll see. I cut it wrong for the first video, so that's probably means it's wrong for today's video, for today's live. So you can see it makes these sequins, looks like scattered sequins, and it's one of our thicker embossing folders. So if you like embossing folders and you haven't gotten that one yet, add it as your free item. Okay. Whoa, my iPad's about to fall off the table. Now before let's see. Oh no, that's good. Okay. That's good. All right, but we're not there yet. Let's glue this on. And you guys are going to see me use my frenemy, the fine tip glue pen. It's like giving me fits now. I'm having even a hard time opening it. All right, so not even squeezing, just tapping. Oh, I can already see that one's going to be too big. Tap, tap, tap. Little tiny dots around the edge because this ring that I've made is quite skinny. So let's put that on there. Oh yeah, that was not great, but whatever, it'll work. Now let's punch this one out. And let's see, all right, that fits perfectly. So when you turn the punch around, you can line it up exactly where you want it. And we'll go ahead and just punch this one out too. Right there. Then, a plain cake stand won't do. We need a sparkly cake stand for somebody's birthday. All right, now let's bring that ring back over. Oh yeah, my glue is messy on the bottom. That's why he's my frenemy. Sometimes the glue pen and I get along and sometimes we do not. All right, this is a piece of DSP from the neutral stack. And remember, the measurements are all over there on that PDF. So I'm not going to rattle off all the measurements for you, but if you want them, they're over there. And I just cut the ends at an angle. And then this is a piece from the In Color DSP stack. Again, I think that's this one. Oh, goodness. This one is about 3 inches by, it looks like a 1/4 inch maybe. All right. Now let's put our sparkly cake stand. Let's get my, you know you're a mess when your dimensional sheets are sticking to each other. Something happened here on this sheet. I'm going to just have to, there, maybe that will help. I don't know, they keep sticking to each other. I throw them all in a basket, so I'm sure it's user error. I'm just in a hurry all the time. Everything's fast. Throw it here, throw it there, do this, do that. All right, silver glimmer cake stand. Now, let's get a regular dimensional and do the full cake that we colored. Now, if you want that third tier, what you're gonna do, see how that drippy line goes all the way down right there? Just take your scissors and cut it along that drippy line and kind of round it as you go to match the other side. Look at that, isn't that cute? It looks like those little, oh, you know, what are those little cakes called? I was just in that Nothing Bundt cake yesterday. My daughter wanted her birthday cake from there, so I went and got it. And they have those little buntlets, is that what they call them? So cute. Judy, slow down. I have so much to do in an hour, Judy. I know. I'm just trying to hurry so we can get it all done. Okay, so there's our 3-tiered cake. Now, let's stamp our sentiments. And the sentiments are so cute. They're kind of cheeky, which I like. And I'm just going to do these on Whisper White cardstock. Oh, Vicki, thank you. Whisper White cardstock, and we're just going to trim it. Cake is the answer. Who cares what the question is? I love that. And it makes me laugh because I love cake. I do. I really love cake. And I know it's probably not a healthy thing to say, but come on, it's funny. It's funny. My kids like cake too. Unfortunately, they have inherited their mother's sweet tooth. Well, and their father too. He's got quite the sweet tooth. All right, there's that one. And you guys use your trimmer. I would use my trimmer, probably. No, that's a lie. I probably would just do it with my scissors because, like I said, I'm always in a hurry. Yeah, Judy, right? I'm always in a hurry. I don't like to slow down. I don't want to slow down. Too many things to do. And then that pesky thing called sleep. Who's got time to sleep? Actually, I do really love to sleep. I'm an early to bed, early riser, and then go, go, go. All right, so one at the top, well, not the top, kind of right there in the middle, and then one at the bottom like that, okay? Now, one other thing that I did was I used this framelit from the Meant to Be Stitch framelits, you know, the ones I use every single week, and I'm just going to get one of these little hearts and glue dots. There we go. Oh, Fran, you bake cakes? Yeah, that would not be good for me to be a baker. I mean, I do bake. Actually, I did bake a low-carb cheesecake yesterday, but I have to be very careful because if it's in my house, I will eat it. It has to be like for a reason, you know? Okay, so Wink of Stella, we'll add a little bit of Wink of Stella here and there to our sequins. If you haven't gotten the Wink of Stella, it's a great way to add a little glimmer to anything without really having to deal with glitter. Then another thing that I did, here it is I got my aqua painter and just kind of flicked some pink on there, just a little bit. You may not even be able to see it in the picture. All right, like that. We are almost done with this card. And you guys, no bow on this card. Pretty proud of myself. The other projects have bows today. This one does not. Now this piece, let's see. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, basic gray on smoky slate. Our embossed Whisper White piece. Now come over here. Hopefully it's all dry. And get your dimensionals. And we can hide our dimensionals because they can be seen through the vellum. But we can hide them behind the Designer Series paper and behind the cake, so you won't even see how it's attached. And last but not least, I just really felt like it needed a few bling bling rhinestones. Look, I finally put a new end on my, ran through the whole thing. I finally did. Ran through the whole bit of the tacky stuff. What do you call it? Oh, I don't know. You know, the tacky side. And I put a new end on it, and then now it's going crazy. It's like coming out like it wants to be used. All right, so just a few splatterings of Rhinestones, and there you have it. That's a fun birthday card. Wouldn't that be fun to send to a girlfriend? Cake is the answer. Who cares what the question is? And remember, guys, if you're not into pink, you can use any color you want to go with this smoky slate. You could do blue, you could do yellow, you could do purple. I do have something else to show you. And actually, I have several different samples to show you. This is the first time I used this. Back in December, or no, actually it was November when I made all my calendars, and there's a drippy cake in blue. So see, you could even do blue. And then this is a swap card I got, and unfortunately, I don't know who it was from. I think it's somebody on my team, but they did it. They just embossed it in white on, this looks like either, yeah, I think it's lemon lime twist, and they added some of that glitter right there. That's really cute. All right, so the drippy cake, the drippy icing cake. Sharon, I saw your little message. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, I had a big promotion today. It was very exciting. We had a chain of promotions on my team. When one person promotes, it kind of trickles up. Her upline promoted, which then I promoted. It was really exciting. I checked my Stampin' Up! Reports early in the morning, and this morning I was blinking my eyes like, am I really seeing that? So thank you. Okay, our next project is kind of a shift in colors. Oops, I got the wrong tray. Hold on. Nope, that's not the next one. I have to go in order. This is bright and bold and funky. Look at those colors. Don't you love it? This is really when I really started thinking about my daughter and her friends and being 12 and these bright funky colors. She wears weird stuff, you guys, and weird if you have a tween or a teenager, you'll know maybe who I'm talking about. There's this YouTuber person named Emma, and now I can't remember, Emma something with a C, and she wanted her shirt, and I ordered it for her, and it came, and it's the weirdest thing I have ever seen. She's, has a horse body, and then her, what do they call those? A centaur. And it's like bright blue. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But I guess when you're 12, you like bright, funky, weird things. So that's why I chose Mango Melody, Daffodil Delight, and Melon Mambo. So inside are these Project 7 gum packets. We've used these before. You can get these at Target. That's where I usually see them, Target. I don't know, do you guys see them anywhere else? But also Amazon. And if you're looking for these, I linked it over on my blog today. Underneath this project, you can find a link to Amazon. I think it's a package of 7 though. I don't think you can just buy one. But these would make great party favors. Now it's like a little book. See how I made the space in there. And what else? I was going to tell you something about it, but I don't remember. All right, well, let's get started. These come in lots of different flavors. Pumpkin pie in the fall. When I did my pumpkin class a couple of years ago, we made one of these with the pumpkin pie. Okay, you know what? I need that. No, I didn't use it last time. Did I? The cake stand stamp. I feel like I just saw it. We didn't use it on the last card. It's not in here. Well, that's going to be interesting. We use it on, was it over here on this other tray? We're going to need that. And I just saw it. All right. So on the next project, we're actually going to, here it is. It was on the last tray. Next project, I'm actually going to show you how to line those up. That's why I was switching it around a little bit. Okay, so first let's stamp our cake. And this time we're using the polka dot cake. Thank you, Luann. I just saw your comment. Thank you. Polka dot cake. Nope, that's wrong. We're going to use the Happy Birthday cake. Mango Melody ink, Daffodil Delight cardstock. We're going to use that one in just a second. And then we're going to stamp our cake stand in basic gray. And I have smoky slate here, but I believe on my sample I used basic gray cardstock. Now, let's punch those out with our punch. I need an assistant Denise, if Denise is watching, she helps me. Denise, I need you to come and just hand me things because I today I'm not with it. You know, some days you just wake up and you're just off. That has been the whole day. Like I'm thinking of too many things at once. That's what it is. Too many things at once. Okay. So there we've got that. Now, I wanted that cake stand to be sparkly. Not quite as sparkly as the last one, but I'm going to add a little shimmer to it. And with my Wink of Stella, I'm also Wink of Stellaing my table, apparently. I should put grid paper down. One of these days, I'm going to have so much junk on this table, I'm going to be sorry. There we go. All right, let's move those out of the way. Now we're going to use that polka dot cake, but we're not using it in mango. We're using it in, oh, Ginger, you do live close enough to be my assistant, but your business has been busy too. Ginger's a new sweet stampeder relatively, and she has been doing amazing. Okay, so Whisper White piece, let's stamp the polka dot cakes. And actually, before we do that, so that we make sure we get them on straight, let's take this piece of Designer Series paper. This is, again, that from the DSP stacks. This is from the Bright stack. It's Mango Melody. You could use Melon Mambo. You could use the Daffodil Delight. All of them would go. So we have that there. Now we know where to stamp our polka dot cake. We'll do one there and one there. And then we're going to take our Mango Melody Stampin' Blends and we're going to color it in. No, we're not going to color the whole thing. We're just going to color in some of the stripes, and the colors are different enough that, got out of the lines. Every time I have to scrunch my body down to color while I'm making a video. It looks like a kindergartner colored it. But I'm using the bullet tip end. I find that I have much better control when I use my bullet tip end of my markers. So that's the light, and then I will take the dark. And we do have a color lifter blend, which I highly recommend. I just don't have it pulled over here. But in a little while, after I'm done with you guys, I am going to get that color lifter and try to get that off. Oh, there's one. So just a little kind of two-tone polka dots. These bright, cheery, fun colors. They're fun. All right, now let's put our cake on there. Some more mini dimensionals. You're layering. Wow, that's a great way to think about it. When your brain is thinking of lots of things and you're jumping from one thing to the other, it's called layering, Judy says. Yes, that is, tell your husband I like that, because it's not a negative description, right? It's a positive description. All right, dimensionals on the cake and the cake stand. But wait, before I put this down, let's stamp the candles. We're going to put them right in the middle because they're a little bit too tall. So we've got to stamp them first and then put our cake there. All right, good. Now we're going to layer it on a piece of Mango Melody cardstock. Mango Melody and Melon Mambo are too much of a mouthful. I shouldn't use those colors together. Okay. Now, oh, you know what? Maybe, no, we'll do that. We'll do that last. All right, now to make the actual holder, you're going to need your Simply Scored, which mine is buried down here. Let me get it. You could also use your Stampin' Trimmer because your Stampin' Trimmer will score. This piece, let's look at my notes so I know what I'm doing. Right here at the bottom, look how many measurements are on this one. So many pieces. So this is 4 3/4 by 11. Okay, and I'm going to score the long side at 3.5, at 4, and at 7.5. Now I'm going to get my paper trimmer and we're going to cut that this side right here. Let's look at it. Here's the you know, the spine of our book right here, and then here's the middle part, and this we're going to cut in a triangle. And you know what, I'm going to take a pencil to mark it, because once you turn it over, you pretty much forget immediately which one you need to mark. So it's going to be the bottom corner over to that one. Okay, so put it in your trimmer and line up. Oh, can you guys see? Line, put that score right at the point, right there in your gutter, and hold it there and twist it around so that this point down here is in the gutter, and then cut. All right, and there is our little pocket triangle. Now you're going to take a piece of Designer Series paper and do the same thing with it. You're going to end up with two of them. So I'm just going to use the one from earlier from the video that I made to save that paper. Now remember, if you put your order in by Monday at midnight, this is one of the make and takes you'll get. If your order happens to be over $150, don't use that host code, because then you get those Stampin' Rewards. I will still send you the make and takes for free. I will see your order there and I will know. And as a thank you, you'll still get the make and takes for free. But if your order is less than $150, use that host code. Here it is right here. And you enter it on the shopping cart down at the bottom. It always prompts you typically too to enter that. All right, so there we go. The host code, see how that fits right there? The host code is also on that PDF that's over on my blog. And the host code is in all the stuff I typed on the actual blog post. All right, so here's our book. See how it folds? So now let's get that little stacked piece that we made at the beginning and put it right there. There we go. Now we've got to make this little piece for the inside. And this time, instead of punching our cake, we're just going to stamp it. All right, so we're going to do kind of the same thing. Oh, I don't know why I closed that ink pad. I left the other two open. All right, so we've got basic gray, and then we've got our cake. And did I? Yes, no, I can't remember. Let's see. Melon Mambo. I'm losing it. And this time, instead of candles, we're going to do the cute little lollipops right there at the top. All right, now I'm going to color it the exact same way with my blends. Now, you guys, if you are not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you may not have heard of this big event that Stampin' Up! Holds for their demonstrators in April called On Stage. It's like our convention. We have it twice a year, and it's in different locations. And this year, one of the locations is right here in San Antonio. So I'm really excited. I have over 40 of my team members coming in for On Stage here in San Antonio, and coming from a long way too, New York, California, lots of places. So I'm really excited about that. And not only do I have that, but my friend, I'm looking for my Smoky Slate. Oh, they're over here. My friend Kay Cogbill, who's one of my best Stampin' friends, she and I have done this for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now. We've hosted a demo training event the day before On Stage, and we started it as an event for our teams. And then it just has kind of grown. There were demonstrators who wanted to come who weren't on our team. So now we keep it open. We open it up for anybody who wants to come that's a demonstrator. So we have that event the day before, and I'm adding a little bit of dark color here to add a little bit of dimension. I'm also going to do it right there on that end and that end, right there, like that. That's with the dark. And so we're going to do 8 stamping projects. There's going to be 2 business presentations and 4 guest stampers and displays and all that. This year we have 140 people coming. So starting next week, I will be even crazier. I will be layering, as Judy says, quite significantly, getting ready for that event. I'm very excited. We are sold out. We've been sold out since February. So if any of you who are watching are wondering that, unfortunately, we have been completely sold out since February. All right, this one, this sentiment says, hope this year is a piece of cake. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Carla, some of my team is coming, like I said, from all over the place, and they're coming in. A lot of them are coming in on Thursday. So, and it's a fun time in San Antonio too. We have something in April called Fiesta. It's towards the end of the month. It's like a 10-day party, basically, in downtown, various places. Let's see, where did I put it? I don't remember. Let me trim that a little bit more. And so it won't have started yet, but we will have started. I'm sure there's, going to be beautification things going on. The city will be in her party clothes, if you will, and it is going to be so much fun. I'm actually staying downtown the whole weekend. I'm not even coming home, which makes it kind of more fun for me too. Okay, so there we've got that. And let's put some adhesive here and put that on the inside. And it does look like my paper's a little bit longer. So let's see if I can trim that off. I noticed that earlier too. There we go. All right, now there is our gum, what would you call it? Gum book. It's like a book. Birthday gum holder, birthday gum book. Anyway, this could be a party favorite too. I would probably put some kind of thank you somewhere on there. Or it could just be like a friend, like maybe your coworker has a birthday or something. And you could give them a fun, maybe somebody who's on a diet and they can't eat cake, well, they can chew the gum. And it's good. All right, you guys, what do you think? I love this project. I love the colors. I just really like it. All right, that is project number 2. I'm going to clean off this space and we will do project number 3. Thank you, Shannon. All right. Wow, lots of you sharing the video. I'm just, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It really does help us, find new stampers, new customers, people who are looking for hobbies, those kinds of things. Are my long scissors Stampin' Up? Yes, they're the old ones. I know, Lisa. They're the best ones. They're not, I don't think, these were the ribbon scissors. I think the ones you're talking about are a little bit different. They were designed to cut the rubber stamps. And I have those too, and they're awesome. Stampin' Up retired those, it's been several years now. Because I guess they just weren't selling well. They were pretty expensive. Whoops, sorry. Oh, sorry guys. I just bumped that. They were pretty expensive. And I know if you're not a real serious crafter, you're probably not going to spend $30 on scissors. I think that's what they were. Those of us who are serious crafters, we know what $30 scissors mean. Right? They're really good. They cut ribbon. They're beautiful. They're awesome. But somebody who is at a Stampin' Up workshop or who maybe is just starting to shop with Stampin' Up, that's not necessarily maybe what they'd want to spend their money on. So that's probably why they weren't selling very well. They only discontinue things that don't sell well. All right. Oh, Andrea, your son's 10th birthday. Greens and blues. Absolutely. You're going to like this next one too, I think. Okay, so this is a fry box. See, it kind of resembles a French fry box. If you remember, Stampin' Up! Used to have a French fry box, and it too has since retired. And I wanted to come up with something that was like a fry box. So I came up with this design back in, November maybe. And I've been using it quite a bit. Now remind me, I want to show you guys. I have another one to show you. All right, so let's do the stamping. This, I don't know what we're going to call that cake. It's not the flowered cake because there is that flowered cake that we used on Tuesday. I don't know. It's cute. Whatever it is, it's cute. So let me make sure I get the right one. There it is. We're going to make sure that we put this on our block so that when we take our punch, we can punch out both the cake and the cake stand at the same time. And we've done this many times at Pink Buckaroo Facebook Lives, but I'm going to show you again. You're going to take it and you're going to make a template, okay? Then you get your stamps. I'm going to start with a cake stand. He's hard to get straight anyways because he's got all these, I call them arms, but they're easy to bend. So let's, whoops, nope, do it right. So I'm going to put him on here first. Okay, then I'm going to take that template that I made and I'm going to set it on there, and I know exactly where this cute little cake needs to go as long as it fits right in there. Now when I stamp it, when I go to punch it, it's going to come out perfect. All right, easy peasy, and it kind of saves you some cardstock so that you don't have to waste cardstock. All right, so because we're using our Stampin' Blend, I'm going to use Memento Black and stamp that right there. And I saw a sample on Pinterest that was colored really beautifully, so I'm going to kind of color mine in that style. She left the middle right here completely white. Whoa, that's dark. We want to start with light. Oh, it'll still work. All right, so I'm going to color with light, but leaving that middle part right there. I'm going to leave it white because that's going to make it look shiny, and we're gonna put one little layer at the very end there, and it'll keep it really light. All right, so I'm adding some dark at the ends of these as well as underneath, and then I'm going to pull that and just very lightly go over that right there. There we go. I wish I could zoom in for you guys, but every time I do that on Facebook Live, it totally screws up the recording. Or yeah, the recording. It just, I don't know, it flips it and then it's totally ruined. So we're not going to do that today. All right, now this is Calypso Coral, and I'm going to color around this flower, and I'm going to do the same thing right in the middle. I'm going to leave it white, like it has that shine mark there. Now I'm going to go with the dark. Hi, Sonia. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Right there. Okay. You guys see? I'm kind of getting out of the lines because I'm rushing. Always in a rush. Always in a rush. All right. So just leave it almost all the way, and I'm just going to leave some of it white. Well, I probably went a little bit too far, but all right. But you can see how it's dark, and it goes from dark on the outside to light in the middle. Well, I'll just do that. On my original, I left a complete little white spot there, but got a little crazy. Got a little crazy with my markers. All right. We do not have Melon Mambo Stampin' Blends, but not to worry. Lovely lipstick looks just as good. Looks just like it. It'll work, especially on such a small space like that. All right. Cute, cute, cute. What time is it? How am I doing? Whoa, I'm going way over today. All right, here we go. Let's punch it. Does it line up? It does. Love it. All right, let's move those over here. Now we're going to make our box, which is easy. This is one of those projects that if you need to make a bunch of them, this is the project for you. All right, this is a piece of Melon Mambo. Let me look at my notes. Melon Mambo, my measurements are wrong. 4 1/4 by 8, and I'm going to score it at 3 1/2 and 4 1/2. Turn it and score it at 1 and 3 1/4. I've made this so many times, I don't even need to look at the measurements anymore. All right, now here we go. This is that paper we used on Tuesday. Petal Parade is a free celebration item. You can buy it in the annual catalog if you want to spend money on it, but you can also get it as your free item from now until, when is it over, everybody? When does celebration end? Sunday, 11:50. Mountain. Don't wait to the last minute. All right, and there is the vellum. The vellum kind of tones that busy pattern out. You can still see it, but it kind of takes it down a little bit, okay? Now, I'm going to take my 2-inch circle punch. And by the way, measurements are on that sheet of those pieces. Now I'm going to take my circle. I'm going to make sure that it's between these two score lines and about halfway. And I'm going to, all right. Vicki, those the pins on my Simply Scored, are those not still in the catalog? They used to be in the catalog with the Simply Scored. And I can't remember if they went away or not. Somebody help me out. Look in the annual catalog and see. They used to be something you could order. I feel like maybe they did go away. They did retire. All right, so I just snipped those middle lines. But I wonder, I know if you lost your stylus, because they quit selling the stylus too. And I know that if you lost your stylus, you could get another one if you called. I wonder if that's the same thing with those two. All right, I put adhesive on the outside of those squares. I'm going to fold up the back like that. And then I will put adhesive on, those front, on the inside of the front flaps right there. Yes, there's Monica. She's got the answer for me. The extra markers retired. So are those one of those things that you can call in special order? I can't remember. I'll try to find that out because I can't imagine. See how this, I did not put enough adhesive on that, you guys. So I'm going to take a glue dot and put it right here. I don't know. Too much talking. Too much layering. I'm thinking of other things. Right there. All right, so there's our box. Let's take a little piece of smoky slate. I think it's 1/2 inch. Don't quote me. Look on the notes. And of course, we will take our mini dimensionals. My daughter's going to be busting in that door in a minute. She's going to be like, hello. She's super loud when she comes in. I usually try to be done by the time she gets home. But I'm running late today. All right, there's our cute little cake stand. Whoops, we don't want it crooked. And this is what the girls at my daughter's party will be getting when they go home tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. I know, I'm not a very nice host, I guess. All right, enjoy every crumb. We just need, again, just a scrap of paper. I'm not going to get fancy. I'm just going to cut it out just the size of the words. Like that. Oh, you're sweet, Joanne. Thank you so much. Joyanne. She says, making boxes look so easy. I do a lot of box making, and just so that you know, it doesn't always go like I want it to go. A lot of times I have to make 4 or 5 before I get it right. So you only see the finished product. All right, there we go. Enjoy every crumb. That could be the sentiment for any time, right? That could be any holiday, any occasion, anything. But it's going to be M&Ms today. I got these. We went to New York. I told you guys we went to New York City. Not New York City, Las Vegas. I guess I'm thinking of the M&M store in New York City. We went to Las Vegas for spring break and went to the stupid M&M store, and I will not tell you how much I spent on this bag of pink M&Ms that I bought for my team that nobody ate. So now they're party favors. Very expensive M&M party favors, but they're pink and they're cute. And I still have a ton of them left. Don't get suckered into the M&M store when you go to New York or Las Vegas. It costs way too much. Okay, there we go. This is the gray granite woven ribbon. And I just put it on our 3x6 cello bag that you can get from the annual catalog. And that's that. Pretty easy, right? A pretty easy party favor, if I do say so myself. Now I have another one. I told you guys we made another one at my last Stampin' Bingo. This is what we made. We used the Sale-a-bration paper, and I used the same sentiment look. I mean, it's pretty much the same setup. It just used Sale-a-bration items in different colors. And I used the drippy cake there. We colored it in Daffodil Delight. So really, this project could be used for a multitude of things. All right, let's look at what we made. We made the gum holders. We made the embossed cake and the fry box. And then where were those other two samples that I showed you? It's probably, yep, down here. And then we had the beautiful swap card and the calendar. So have I convinced you that you need the piece of cake bundle? I think I probably have. Oh, where's our projects from Tuesday? They need to be there too. Here they are. Here's one of them. If you haven't seen this project, you need to go back and watch Tuesday. This is what we made. This fun little mini album. All right, so now I've given you lots of ideas, and you need to order the piece of cake bundle. Get your Whisper White cardstock, your envelopes. The bundle, by the way, is only $31.50. That's really cheap. The stamp set and the punch together, $31.50. Make sure that you use the bundle number so that you're saving 10% on that, okay? Use that host code, and I will send you 3 projects. You guys have been wonderful today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. I see one question. Is there a way you mark your stamp pads for storage? Notice that they don't have the color on the ends. Yes, they do actually. Let me show you. They're hiding probably. With Debbie, look at the back right here. You just take your scissors and take that off right there. And look, mine doesn't. Oh, mine does have it. Oh, it's in a different language. Look though. It's the exact same. It says Melon Mambo. They print them in the languages of our different, our markets. So that one says Melon Mambo. You put it right there. And then there's a blank one right here for the inside. So, and I haven't put mine on. This one goes right here. I'm not going to do it right now because I'll make a mess of it. So just take those off the bottom and put them on your new pads, and I have them like that. All right, good question, Debbie. All right, you guys. I'm glad you had fun, Paula. Thank you. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I'm looking. I'll come back and answer if I see anything else. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Don't let Sale-a-bration pass you by, you guys. It's over Sunday. Message or email me if you have any questions before then. I'll be checking this weekend, okay? And don't forget the starter kit. It's the best deal in the catalog. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks so much. See you next week. Bye-bye.